Eagles and Chiefs, Monday Night Football, the Super Bowl rematch. Who will come out on top? Also, a couple huge injury updates. We'll break it all down. What is up, everybody? RB here. Welcome into A to Z Philly. Do me a favor, drop a like on this video. Eagle Nation, subscribe, ring the bell. Don't miss any of the coverage. We'll be live halftime and postgame right here on YouTube on Monday night as the Eagles take on the Chiefs. Let me tell you something, man. The worst part about this game on Monday is not Mahomes. It's not the defensive line, the ferocious monster of Travis Kelce. It's about the girl he's dating, okay? And that is Taylor Swift. I have no problem with T Swift. I have no problem with Travis Kelce. Okay, I am genuinely happy for those two. They seem like they're a very good couple, and I appreciate the relationship. But the worst part is that ESPN, the broadcast, will not let it go. They are not going to let this go, man. It is going to be every other play. Oh, did you know Travis is playing Jason and Donna Kelce's there, and Taylor Swift's parents are expected to meet Travis's for the first time? Oh my gosh. Let's show it every other play. It is getting annoying. Okay, let's talk about football, man. Who do you think's going to win this game? Who is going to win this game, Eagles or Chiefs? Give me your final score predictions and tell me the player of the game. Let me know down below. And before we jump into it, a shout out to our sponsor of today's video, BetMGM. Enjoy all your favorite sports like never before at BetMGM. Sign up with the code ATOZPA. And receive up to $1,000 back in bonus bets if you don't win your first bet. When you register with BetMGM, you'll get instant access to a variety of parlay selection features, live betting options, player props, and daily boosted odds specials. And with BetMGM at your fingertips, every play and every game matter more than ever. So find out why BetMGM is the king of sportsbooks. Sign up today with the bonus code ATOZPA and get up to $1,000 back in bonus bets if you don't win your first bet. Visit BetMGM.com for terms and conditions. All right. Let's talk about this game. First and foremost, shout out to Jalen Hurts because he is doing much better. He says that he is no longer wearing a knee brace and now time has progressed his situation. So essentially, whatever has been bothering Hurts is making significant improvement. He should be good to go on Monday night, and he should hopefully be able to move around a little more, have that mobility factor. And as he said before the bye week, it came at a perfect time. It came at a perfect time because he is now well rested. The Eagles getting a couple other guys back. Cam Jurgens practice this week. Hopefully he is good to go. Would be a huge addition on the offensive line. However, Nakobe Dean has once again been put on IR. Who knows what his future holds? A young, promising prospect. Obviously a guy who was supposed to take that role this year, right? Take that leap into that starting linebacker role. And he's just been banged up a lot and really hasn't had a consistent rhythm. And it sucks. And I think it's going to hurt the Philadelphia Eagles in this game. Right now, ESPN analytics say that the Eagles have a 39% chance to win. Who do you think's going to get the dub? We'll talk about our prediction at the end. But I do think this is going to be a very gritty type of game. And when you look at the Philadelphia Eagles, okay, look at the Kansas City Chiefs, to everybody's surprise, the main factor, the main element in this game has been the Kansas City defense, right? This year, the main element of their team is actually the defensive line and how great they've been. Right now, their defense is almost top 10, top 5 in almost every single category. All right, sacks, pass rush win rate. Their corners are some of the best in the league right now. In fact, L'Jarius Sneed has been one of the best ranked corners statistically wise. Now, when you look at last week or the week before, the Eagles went and they had a field day against Deron Bland, who was the number 1 corner at the time. A.J. Brown feasted. I think A.J. will do the same. But the Chiefs secondary has been top 10 in almost every single category. Their pass rush has been great. The Eagles and the Chiefs are both top 5 in sacks. I think that this game is going to come down to a couple factors. Number 1, can the Eagles establish a run? Okay, both teams are really good at stopping the run. But the Eagles are going to need to establish that run because the Chiefs really haven't had such a prolific attack against the run. And the Eagles have not ran the ball well since about week 3, week 4, right? They had that explosive burst at the beginning of the season. DeAndre Swift comes out and he is absolutely electric. He has taken the league by storm. And then it kind of evaporated. Now, part of that's probably getting away from it in terms of an offensive play caller standpoint, but also Swift has just not been as explosive. He hasn't been able to break off the big runs. Meanwhile, on the other side, Kansas City's offensive line has been one of the best in the league. We know the Eagles have one of the best, but the Chiefs haven't allowed, no player on that line has allowed more than 2 sacks. Mahomes has been sitting pretty back there. He hasn't really been playing too well. Like, he's been good, but not great, right? Jalen Hurts and Pat Mahomes have both been good, but not great. And really, one thing to keep your eye on is that they've both turned the ball over a lot this year. However, again, the Chiefs are really doing a good job at protecting Pat Mahomes. Which pass rush will be able to break into the backfield and get some sacks? I mean, we saw the same thing in the Super Bowl, right? Super Bowl rematch where the Eagles were up 10 and ended up blowing the game. I still cannot forgive Jonathan Gannon for that. But the Eagles didn't get to Mahomes one time. They will need to get to him in this game. And whichever quarterback can be forced to turn the ball over, I think, maybe even once or twice could really provide a spark to one of these teams. So we'll see how that goes. Highest winning percentages among NFL head coaches since 2021, Andy Reid and Nick Sirianni. To be quite honest, this could be a potential Super Bowl rematch. We're seeing a lot of teams in the league right now kind of stuttering, like they win a couple games and then they expose themselves as frauds. I feel like the Eagles and the Chiefs have been the most consistent, but even when it comes to the Philadelphia Eagles, if I'm being honest here, yeah, they're 8-1. Yeah, the Chiefs are 7-2, but both teams really have almost played an ugly 7-2 and 8-1, right? Like, does any Eagle fan out there think, yeah, we are the most dominant 8-1 team, we're going to win this game by a lot? I don't think so. So if the Eagles come out, and I do expect this to be a close game, if they come out and win on the last drive again and they play ugly, but the Chiefs play uglier and the Eagles give us another heart attack like they did against Dallas and they win, what are we going to say? Are we going to say that it's another ugly win or that they found a way to win and that's kind of their identity? I think if they continue to win games, we can't really say much, but if they play the way that they have played against some of the teams this year, it could get very ugly. So that's kind of where I'm at. Another thing that I think really hurts in this game is the Philadelphia Eagles not having Dallas Goedert. He is going to miss probably like 3-4 weeks at least. And meanwhile, the Chiefs, as we know, have the most ferocious tight end in the league. In fact, I don't even know why I call him a tight end. Okay, he's a wide receiver in a tight end's body in the tight end position. And the Eagles have really struggled against tight ends. Now Nakobe Dean's out. Who's going to be the one to step in? I guess Morrow will come back into the equation. Cunningham, Morrow, is that enough? Right? Can the safeties come down? Blankenship's been up and down, right? And can you bring him in the box? Like, it's going to be interesting to see what their defensive strategy is. One, do they send pressure at Mahomes? Do they try to flush him out? We know he can make these unbelievable trick plays that he can look that way and throw this way. I don't know what to do. I think Desai's probably going to play it more a bit on the conservative side, but you have to pick your spots. And I feel like he did that better earlier in the season than as of late. But Travis Kelce, you're going to have to double him at some point. The Chiefs don't have overwhelming weapons. Travis, though, is a monster. And if you let him go for a field day and he has 150 and 2 touchdowns, you're probably not going to win this game. Pacheco has been okay. I think the Eagles, again, need to establish a run of their own. They need to keep the ball away from Mahomes, and they need to find a way to crack into that defense, which is only giving up 16 points per game. Again, the Chiefs have Patrick Mahomes, maybe the greatest quarterback of all time, but their defense has been rock solid, and this is going to be a real test, and I think we could see a potential Super Bowl rematch right here coming off the bye week where Andy Reid is 27-4 in his career. He has been deadly. I mean, it's going to be hard. It's going to be hard in this game. And again, even if the Eagles lose this week or they lose next week, I think that it's okay, right? If you end the season with 14 wins, I don't care, right? Get to the playoffs, get that number 1 seed. That is very, very vital, and get healthy and go on another playoff run. At the end of the day, I think this is going to be one of their toughest games. It's hard. It's very, very hard to beat Mahomes and Reid, especially with the way that defense is playing. I could see it going either way, but I am going to pick the Kansas City Chiefs in this game. Yes, I'm going to pick against the Eagles this one time, and I think it's going to be a weird game. I think you could see like a missed extra point or field goal. I think you could see like a 2-point conversion early in the game. I'm going to go 26-23. Chiefs win it. And I think, the Eagles just miss some of their big guys like a Dallas Goedert in this game. But I hope they prove me wrong. I hope they win this game. Who do you think is going to win? Who do you think is going to come out on top, and who will be the player of the game? Give me your thoughts down below in the comments section. As always, appreciate everybody for tuning in. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe. That being said, I'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace.